Hello guys, I'm back to do an addendum video for 1976, and this time I will do something a little bit different. I'm using my cell phone. Don't want to show my face today, just some records and that's it, and it will be a bit different this time. So I will show you some records from 1976, more stuff, and I think that that year was quite strong. In fact, looking back now, doing some researches, watching some videos, and there are quite a lot of very nice stuff from that year. I will start with just a shout out to Ben Costello. I think Ben is in the US right now with his family for holiday, and yeah, I'm sure he would have picked that one from 1976. So as I've just found it in a charity shop a few weeks ago. I just show you that Andy Irvine and Paul Brady, of course from the Planksty, some Irish traditional folk, very nice, really enjoying. So yeah, that was my shout out to Ben. I hope you're well, and maybe you watch this video. So this is another record from 1976. Next up is Johnny Mitchell with Hijira. Hijira. I never knew how to pronounce it. And someone has picked that one, I think, in his list. I don't remember. This record has Jaco Pastorius all over it. And during that same year, Jaco Pastorius released that his first solo record here on Epic, with a bunch of musicians, top-notch musicians, Herbie Hancock, Lenny White, Don Alias. Yeah, classic stuff, really nice. One of the best live recording from that year. Gil Scott-Heron with Brian Jackson. It's Your World, with some very long versions of The Bottle, Home is Where the Hatred Is. Just an amazing live recording, really. If you don't know that one, check it out. It's a double LP. Helden with Un Rêve Sans Conséquence Spéciale on Cobra Records. French progressive electronic with Richard Pignas. Anthony Braxton, Creative Orchestra Music, 1976 on Arista. This is a big band with free improv big band, something like that, with a big cast of musicians. This is really a nice one. If you like Anthony Braxton, this is really a strong release. During that same year, he released also this one here that I have in Tradition, Volume 2, with these musicians here on Steeplechase. Very strong record also. Dave Burrell, high 1, high 2 on Arista Freedom. This is very nice record from 1976, but it was recorded in 68, I think. Dave Burrell is a piano player, keyboard player, and you have on this recording you have Sonny Murray on drums, I think, and a few more musicians. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, great piano playing, really amazing, really. This is really a nice record, really. Check it out. It's a gatefold, but with one hand I can't open it, you know. But check it out. It's probably on YouTube. Michael Tyner with "Fly With Me." No, "Fly With Me." Come fly with me. "Fly with the Wind" on Bellaphone, German pressing, but it's on Milestone, in fact. Classic McCoy Tyner, very modal jazz, spiritual jazz, but yeah, modal jazz, but with very heavy and muscular drumming by Billy Cobham on this one. Also you have Hubert Laws and Ron Carter, and of course the great playing of Michael Tyner. It's quite easy to find this one. Check it out if you don't have it. This is much more obscure. It's Band X, the best of. It's called the best of, but it's not really a best of. It's an LP with it's in fact Band X is a band led by Craig Payton. Later he had a group called the Craig Payton group, also very obscure. This band was from Boston, and it's hard to describe. It's psychedelic jazz, soul jazz maybe, with some vocals sometimes. Really nice stuff, really. Unfortunately really rare also, but check it out. Some classic Brazilian music with Bosco, with Galos de Briga. This is a French pressing, in fact, on RCA, and it's a classic, really. Samba, MPB, singer-songwriter. Very strong on the Samba side. You have some nice records from also a lot of French pressing, I think. I just found this one here a few weeks ago. Antonio Carlos and Joe Caffi, and these two guys here. This is the French pressing of their third LP. Martino Davila, classic stuff. You have another João Bosco is here, very essential classic Brazilian music. And this is the CTI Antonio Carlos Jobim, very nice record also. But this one really strong record, really, from that year, João Bosco. Next up is Rhythm Makers, a band from the Bronx. Soul on Your Side on Vigor. Later they became the band GQ. For you that are a little bit interested with the disco stuff, you know. And yeah, this is a great soul funk LP. Yeah, rhythm makers. Check out Can You Feel It, Soul on Your Side, Zone, instrumental, great stuff, etc. Some funky stuff here. Yeah, if you don't know, rhythm makers on Viger. Next up is very obscure but great LP, really amazing. Francisco with a Cosmic Beam Experience. Francisco is Francisco Lepica. This is a private pressing. It's quite a bit more well known now. He's making some great music for movies, for Hollywood movies, in fact. And it's quite successful now. Back then it was more hippie guy doing some quite some weird stuff, psychedelia, yeah, but also very drowny music, ambient, cosmic. It's hard to describe, in fact. Jazz, yeah, psychedelic jazz, ambient, drony. He's playing a lot of instruments, playing percussions, playing. I think he was also percussionist for Fleetwood Mac later, and some different bands. Yeah, some great music, really. Almost also gospel feel to it, you know, meditative. Yeah, Francisco, Cosmic Beam Experience, really an amazing record. Next one is Alain Belaïch with Sea Fluorescent. I can't talk really tonight, sorry. Great, really fusion, French fusion. Alain Belaïch plays guitars. You have Fabiano here from the Fabiano Orchestra. Great percussionists from the West Indies. You have Jerry Goodman on violin. Just top fusion from France, really amazing. Alain Belaïch, Sea Fluorescence. Unfortunately, it's not too. It's a little bit harder to find these days, but it's a great record, really. More French stuff with François Jeannot, saxophonist, with Technique Douce. French jazz, free jazz, with Aldo Romano on drums. You have Michel Graillet on the keyboards, and you have Jean-François Jenny Clark on bass, acoustic bass, and of course François Jeannot sax. It has here a sticker, Prix Boris Vian, l'Académie du Jazz, the French Academy of Jazz. It was the best record, I think, from that year. So it's really strong, really. It's not too hard to find, but it's a very, very nice record, really. Next, some classic Samba rock, Samba singer-songwriter Cartola. He's well known in Brazil, and for me he was he's an amazing singer, really. Sounds a little bit like the male and Brazilian version of Cesaria Evoria, but a lot of samba in it also. It's a great record, really. It's on Discos Marcos Pereira. Yeah, check it out. Classic samba stuff from Brazil. Berhard Schöner with Bali Agung. A mixture of musicians from Bali, gamelan, with some crowd electronic. Berhard Schöner with plays synthesizers. You have Pete York on percussion. You have Siegfried Schwab on guitar. Pete York here. Yeah, amazing, really. There are some clips on YouTube. You can hear that. Even some live recording. I think with an alternate drummer. I think it's Aldo Romano, which talked about just previous record on drums. Eberhard Schöner. This was already shown by Tom, I think, but as it was in the pile of listing stuff. Waves of Dreams, sorry. Sonny Fortune, not hard to find. With Charles Sullivan, Buster Williams, etc., etc. Nice record, really. Zobel, Herman Zobel. This was quite big in the VC a few years ago, because there were some copies from original stocks online, and I've picked up cheaply, sealed. This guy was 16 years old when he recorded this. He's guy from Austria, an amazing piano player, really, and I really like this, but I think it's not for everyone, because it can sound a little bit cold, but if it's really some progressive jazz, if you like, but you have to dig some progressive music, progressive rock and jazz. But I think it's great, really. Zobel on Arista, self-titled. Chinois, Orphée 2000 on Chêne Noir disc. This is a rare record from France. It was recorded during the Avignon Theatre Festival. So it's a mixture of acting and music, in fact. Quite psychedelic jazz, some spoken words, of course, because you have the acting of some guys from the group. And this is their third record, really. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Some great fusion from Germany, Expo Pole with European Spaßvogel on Amayana Records. Great fusion from Germany, jazz fusion. Amazing record, really. Next, one of the best ECM from that year. Barry Phillips with Mountainscapes, ECM 1076. Just an amazing record, really. With John Sermon, John Abercrombie, Stu Martin, etc. And it's really a trip. Superb record, really. Love this one. Some reggae, more reggae with Inner Circle. Reggae Thing on Capitol. Yeah, check out, for example, Jam Music. Very fun record, really. Really enjoying this a lot. Inner Circle. Some music from Cameroon. It Can Be Brilliant. brillant. Cameroon, disco, mocas, makossa stuff. A bit in the vein of Melody Bongo, and from the same country also. It can be brillant. Nice stuff. Chapita, Dikosa from South Africa on the Cult Sun label. Great jazz funk from South Africa. It was reissued on Matsuri, just like the Batsumi. It's not as good as the Batsumi. It's different. It's more jazz funk, but it's really nice. And yeah, check it out. Dikosa was a drummer, but you have all these instruments here. That's really interesting. Chapita. The Kusum Beat by Sweet Talk. You can't read because there is a monster tear here, also here. This is the worst cover I have in my collection, I think. It's so terrible. Record from Africa, from Ghana, in fact, Accra, Ghana. Some fantastic high life with a little bit of Afrobeat. Yeah, I found it cheap. It's on Philips, but yeah, the cover is quite absolutely awful. Great record. It was reissued, I think, Soundway, maybe, I don't know. Carlos Garnett with Cosmos Nucleus on Muse. Some big band, jazz big band with some Latin influences, a little bit. Yeah, just amazing. Great record, really. Check it out. Kenny Kirkland is an electric piano, for example, but you have Cecil McBee, an electric bass. It's really nice. George Adams with Sweet for Swingers on the Oro label. This is the back cover, this is the front cover, sorry. Yeah, with these musicians here, Don Pullen, etc, etc. Just a great record from Italy. Ifang Bondi, Saraba, record from Senegal, some griot music from Senegal. Very also fuzz guitar on it, a bit psychedelic as well. From Ghana, Christy Azuma and the Uppers International, Dinga Sugri, reissued this one on Superfly Records. High life, great vocals, a bit Afrobeat. Yeah, nice stuff. And I finish off with the Ngozi family, Day of Judgment. Yeah, Zam rock, classic psychedelic rock. Alright, this is I finish here. This is the finds, the recent finds. Found these, some of them in Lyon, Mountainscapes, Chicago. Yeah, net peacock. This I will show you that in a future video. Found this also in Lyon. This one also in Lyon, etc, etc, etc. Sorry for the bad light. Just found this. Yeah, etc. Alright, this one, I found this in a flea market. Okay, the battery is very low. Finish off that. Yeah, this is for next video. Okay. Alright, thank you guys, bye bye.